This is a teacher preview of the Google Slides resource Graphing 2, and this resource can be used in Google Classroom. For all of my Google Slides presentations that I make for kids, there are direction videos that show them exactly what they need to do. So they just click on that play button and then they're going to see me manipulating my screen and showing them what they need to do on their screen. There are a couple of these throughout this whole presentation because there are different sections. For the first section, they're going to be taking these and making a picture graph. So these are all movable up here, and then these are the categories down here, and they're going to be making a picture graph going horizontally. So I'll show you how that's done. They just line them up. They don't have to be perfect in the boxes as long as they're only in one box. And then, as I'm finishing this up, you can see below that there is a question. There is also a little speaker button down there. There we go. That if they click on it and then click play, it'll be my voice reading the question. Now, some districts block these. It just depends on your administration settings. A lot of districts are fine with it, but since it's shared from my drive, some districts don't allow that to share to student Google Drives, so it just depends on your district. But if it does work, then it reads this question, how many ice cream cones are there? So then they would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then, oh, ice cream cones. I just did popsicles. So we would count 4 ice cream cones, and then we would double click here, and then type a 4 on our keyboard. So there are a couple that go horizontally with 2 categories. And then there are a couple that go vertically with 3 categories. And this is the same idea. We're just lining up the pictures to make a picture graph. But this time we are doing it with 1 more category than we did last time. And you do see that there is a speaker button there as well. So same thing, they can just click on it, click play, and then it'll be my voice telling them what the question says, how many ladybugs are there, and they'd count. There are 4 in the graph, so double click and type 4. And then there are more that go vertically with 3 categories also. Then the next the next section is going to be making bar graphs. So this looks very similar, but this time these guys don't move up here. They're all permanent. So what they're going to do is they're actually going to be coloring in these boxes using the shading tool. So we're going to first count the hippos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to click on the first box. I'm going to use my fill color, and I could pick any color I want to, so I'm going to pick green. And I'm going to do that for 4 of the boxes, or 5 of the boxes. So there's 3, 4, and then 1 more. And then we'll do the same thing for sheep, but this time I'm going to use a different color. But as I told your kids to use the same color for the same category, so like all the hippos should be green and all the sheep should be orange. I'm not going to do rainbow colors because that's just going to take way too long. So I have 5 sheep as well. I'm going to stick with my same color here. Alright, and then we'll keep going just so you can see the different bar graphs. And then the last section we're going to be counting and putting how many are in the lot here. We're going to be organizing that data below. So it says count how many and put the number in the chart. So, excuse me, I would do how many cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just double click and type a 5. And I have 4 couches. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 keys. Like that. And then they would continue with the rest of them. And then there is an answer key for you. It is kind of hard to put the graphs on there. I didn't want to recreate the graphs because you can see if they're right or not. But for the question ones, I just bolded which one was the question. So let's say this ice cream one up here. This one has 4 ice creams and 6 popsicles. So what I did for the answer key was I put 4 ice creams and 6 popsicles, but then I bolded the question one. So the answer to the question will be 4.